Hey, happy 420 everyone. This is Chosen doing an audio commentary of the championship match here in the MK13 fastest tournament tonight. It's MK13 public tournament number 22 and the championship match is Shima versus Sithlord LK. So, we got Sithlord down here in red playing Zerg and we got Shima up here in purple playing Protoss. Shime is going for the early double nexus, so he's going to be going for some sort of a mid to late game build. And the same thing for Sithlord, he's doing his choke up here very quickly, building a hatchery up here at his ramp to stop any sort of rush or get some sunken colonies up there so that Terran can't get in his base to tank him and that Protoss can't get in there with Zealots. Pretty standard, lots of Zergs like to set up their first hatchery at their choke so they can have time to mass later in the game and take advantage of the time that it takes their opponent to get in their base. But honestly, it's not going to be that big of a deal. It's not going to bother Shima that much because he got the double nexus early anyway. So he's going to have enough economy to cope with that choke, I believe. It'll be interesting to see. Shima likes to go for drops. If his rush isn't going to do enough damage, he's going to go straight into drops, which again is pretty common, but just something I've noticed from playing him a couple times. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 gateways here and no gas yet. He's going for a third nexus, so triple nexus going down for Shima. Pretty much perfectly what he needs to do versus this choke point, because his rush is going to fail if he didn't get a second or a third nexus and he was relying on rushing and doing damage. He would have failed and then he would have had no economy to keep up with a massing Zerg. But straight tripling like this, he's going to have a great economy. He's going to have great mass to be able to cope with this choke point Zerg late game. So he puts up 2 assimilators, so his tech will be a little bit delayed because he went for a triple nexus. Usually you'll see players have a cybernetics core before 3 minutes. He's putting his up here about 3:30, so nothing. So he is keeping up with his tech well enough. And now he sees that choke. He just scouted with a probe and saw that choke. So Shima knows he's versing a Zerg, and he knows that he invested the resources in putting up a choke point, which means right now we're going to tell if he is going to go for some sort of late game mass to take that down, or if he's going to go for drops, or what he's exactly going to do. And Sithlord has a Zergwing in here in Shima's base, so he's also going to see the Cybernetics core just warping in, and he's also going to see the straight triple nexus. So both players know exactly what the other one's doing. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they do to cope with what the other player is doing, because they both have knowledge and they both know exactly what's going on. Shima is, I believe, right now ranked 27th in VGT League. He was top 20 just a little bit ago. He must not have been playing very recently. And Sithlord does not play VGT, so he's not officially ranked on anything. But both these guys are very good. Sithlord has won an MK13 tournament before. He beat MK Blood in the finals, and he beat him 2-0. He picked Protoss both games. That was back when our tournaments weren't random versus random, and I used to allow people to pick a race in the fastest tournaments, and he picked Protoss, did mid builds, and beat him 2-0 pretty fast. It was like 15 minutes total. Shima has also won an MK13 tournament before, so this is 2 previous champions versing each other, and very, very highly skilled FMP players. So we're going to definitely see some drops going down here. Double robotics facility with a Citadel of Adun. He's probably going to go straight into Templars. If he's getting that Citadel of Adun, he's going to be hitting the Templar archives right when it warps in. He's going to start producing shuttles, and he's going to go for a temp drop as fast as he can, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it before 8 minutes, which is going to be enough time for Sithlord to start pumping high to us. And this is a hardcore choke point right here. I mean, Shima is not going to get in for a long time. He's definitely going to need to be doing some drops to cause some damage to Sithlord's economy, because that choke point is hardcore. He's got 3 evolution chambers here blocking all these sunken colonies. Sithlord is not messing around when it comes to his choke point. He wants this to go to a late game. he must feel really confident with his Zerg vs Protoss late game ability, because that's exactly what he wants. And we got Shima. Oh, he did get a robotics support bay. He is making a Reaver, so he's going to go for the Reaver drop first before his Templar drop. The Templar Archives is warping in, though, and he's got 2 robotics facilities that he's going to be pumping shuttles and Reavers from for now. These Zealots are coming down. I don't really know why he's sending them down here. Maybe, I guess he wants to see where his overlords are, to see how soon he'll notice the drop coming from that direction. But anyway, here's the shuttle with nothing in it. Maybe he's going to ferry Zealots over into Sithlord's base, but Sithlord knows this is coming, and he's sending a couple Zerglings out here to scout and see what's going on. And that's what he is going to do. He's going to ferry some Zealots over and see if he can cause some damage that way. The Reaver is out, and the Reaver is ready to go with this shuttle right here. We got Shima at 155 APM and 107 supply. And we got Sithlord at 163 APM at 46 supply. Zerg played a very low supply on fastest until the late game. And Protoss played a very high supply, so that is going to be a little, that statistic is going to be a little skewed and not really mean a whole lot right now. These 4 Zealots aren't going to do any damage to Sithlord. That's not going to bother him at all. He's got Sunks back here, and he's got Hydralisk, a couple of them anyway. But well, here come 4 more, and the Zealot numbers are starting to pile up. He's going to be doing some damage here, and he might be just clearing out a pathway for his drop to come in and his Reavers to do some damage. That's really smart. He's using Zealots to do damage to these sunken colonies and get them out of the way and see what's going on back here before he brings in his Reavers to try to take out about 40 drones and take out his mineral supply. But Sithlord has overlords all over, and he's going to see any sort of drop coming 15 seconds before it gets into his base. So we're definitely going to be looking at a long game, and I don't think that a Reaver drop is going to do any damage versus this type of a Zerg build and this type of view that Sithlord has going on. He sees everything coming. And there's the Templar. He's putting 2 Zealots and 2 Templars into this shuttle, and he's loading up another shuttle. So he's got 3 Templars in these shuttles. He's got 3 shuttles and 3 Templars, with one having 2 Zealots in him. So what he's going to do is come down here, and then he's going to go from the bottom left of the map here, and he's going to drop those Zealots to take the damage from the sunken colonies, so they can't target the Templars unless they're manually controlled. And then he's gonna have both these Templars hotkeyed, and he's gonna storm 2 storms, try to kill as many drones as he can.